I'm Dr. Jessica Eastman, and this is an open Q&A. And everyone who's present to please join us by turning on your videos. So this question says, I have noticed that whenever I have strong emotions, there is usually an irrational belief behind it. I love how you ask guys to first give themselves permission to feel that emotion and vent, but I sometimes get lost in that emotion for hours, especially if it's a negative one and the irrational belief has some element of truth to it. Is it a better strategy to use the tools the moment I feel the emotion to counter the belief instantly and avoid the pain of the emotion? Two birds with one stone. This is a great question, and I would love to expand on it. So the first thing that I will say here is that, and this is a tricky thing to understand, but actually relevant or tangentially connected to what we were just talking about with Ragu's share about how like working towards being able to be separate from the experience is really valuable. What I would say to this question asker is that if you are attempting to feel a feeling and you are staying circling in the negative emotions or negative thoughts around it for hours, what is almost guaranteed happening is that you are not feeling the feelings, you are spiraling in the story that's attached to the feelings. For example, feelings that you might be feeling are sadness or frustration or anger or guilt or regret or loss. The story and the associated thoughts are going to sound more like, I wish I had said this, I should have said this, this is what I'm gonna say if I think to this, if I meet this person again, why did this happen? What should I have done differently, right? Those are all thoughts, none of those are feelings. And both are valid, and it's okay for us to make space for both, but mostly what I'm talking about when I say give yourself permission to feel the emotion and vent, I'm talking about feeling the emotion. Feel the pure sadness or the anger or the frustration or the guilt. Let yourself cry or sit in it or punch a pillow or vent in your journal. But if you are catching yourself thinking about the same thing over and over and over again, that's not feeling your feelings. That's ruminating in the story, which is actually a very clear indication that you have not given yourself the time or the space to feel the feelings. And now this isn't a judgment, because feeling the feelings, as much as it sounds easy, is not, right? And separating the feeling from the story attached to it is hard work that requires practice and patience and repetition and often meditation to help you identify that they are separate from each other and also from you. Does that make sense? I realize this is like a somewhat theoretical concept, but this is definitely where we are heading with this. And so to speak to the second part of this question, which says, is it a better strategy to use the tools the moment I feel the emotion to counter the belief instantly and avoid the pain of the emotion? Possibly, but I think the big risk is that countering the belief instantly doesn't actually bypass the emotion. It probably just suppresses it, because the belief comes up for a reason, right? The thought is present for a reason, and you need to kind of get underneath it. So there are definitely certain moments where you can use like logic and rational thinking to identify that, like, oh, actually, I don't need to be worried about this thing, and therefore I can relax. But that's very different than telling yourself not to worry about something and then just suppressing the worry or the anxiety or, you know, the anger or the sadness or the whatever it is.
Whenever you're ready, here are 4 ways that Porn Reboot can help you out for free. The first way is to subscribe to our channel and make sure that you click on the notification bell to get a new video every other day. The second way is to actually get a free copy of my book, Confessions of a Porn Addict, 7 Secrets of Porn-Free Men, where you'll learn about my personal struggle and the lessons I learned over the past 14 years, as well as get strategies for putting together your own personalized reboot plan and ending your compulsive behavior with pornography or masturbation. So click on the link in the description below this video to get the free ebook. And thirdly, if you're not sure where you'd like to start, but you'd like to learn more about my team and I, or you'd like to spend time with more like-minded professionals like entrepreneurs, business owners, men who work in sales or consulting or high-level jobs, men who are controlling their behavior, then join our free and confidential group, the Porn Reboot group on Facebook. There's also a link to join the group in the description below this video. And finally, if you need our help right now because you have a burning issue, it's an emergency. Your behavior with pornography is hurting you mentally. you're about to lose your relationship and you want to live up to your potential or be an authentic man and free yourself from shame, guilt, and underachieving, then click on the link in the description below this video that actually says free coaching call, or visit elevatedrecovery.org and click on the link which says book a call.